Hey, guess what? It's Groundhog Day! Well, hello there, parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. Let's talk paranormal live. I am your host, Sean Donnelly.
I'm your co-host, Marianne Donnelly.
I cut Marianne off. What were you saying? I said, it's Groundhog Day. What did you say?
I was going to say,
oh yeah,
it is. Because actually, when you said that, the first time I said, that's what I actually said. And I'm like, oh, we can use that. And then you cut me off anyway.
I cut you off anyway, so I'm sorry. I got screwed up because I noticed in the last video I was up against that thing and
making Boris dance.
Boris was rocking and rolling. Yeah. All right, so we just went from 4 waiting to 7 watching.
Ooh.
All right, I've been out and about on YouTubesphere all day, and there's all kinds of interesting stuff going on. So hopefully it cooperates with us today. Anyways, hello everybody. You got great news today to Groundhog.
Said no more winter for us.
That's right. Spring's right around the corner. It's beautiful outside here. The sun's out. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you get to enjoy some sunlight. We are out of the gray skies today. It has been gray here in Northeast Ohio since before Christmas. I don't remember seeing sun more than a day. It has been crazy. All right, so let's get rolling. I see people starting to come in. Please.
Did you see any of the Facebook posts today about Groundhog's Day? No.
I was busy. Oh. You were playing on Facebook.
I was playing on Facebook. They were so cute. They actually, I saw like 3 different versions of it. People actually took pictures of corners of buildings.
You were telling me.
And they had springs around the corner. It was so cute. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
All right, so while we're getting started, please, as we always do, leave in chat and let us know where you are from. So this is the check-in while we wait for all the notifications to go out to tell people we are live. Today's show is brought to you by
today's supporters of 12 Night Horror, Suzanne Least, and John F. Leonard.
That's right. How did you become a show
and of
supporter?
Course, that is the Twitter supporters. And then, of course, we have Patreon supporters. And our Patreon supporter is BUB Unique.
That's right. Okay. So how can you become a supporter of the show?
Well, you do that, of course, by retweeting, liking, and commenting on as many of our posts as you possibly can during the week, being in the top 3, and you'll be one of our Twitter supporters. And then if you do a $5 a month or more Patreon support, then you become a Patreon supporter for us on our page too.
There you go. All right. So we got some people in here. Some of them may be new, so you want to tell them who we are?
Of course not.
Of course not. Why do I even ask?
I don't know why you ask. I keep asking you why you ask.
All right, in the beginning we said Sean and Marianne Donnelly. This is Our Haunted Travels. Let's talk paranormal. It is our show that we do every Saturday at 5 p.m. It almost didn't happen today. Twice. I'll get to that here in a minute.
Okay.
But we try to go live every Saturday, 5 p.m. That's normally the only time during the week we go live.
Normally.
We've got some stuff coming up. But anyways, we are owners of PANICd.com and DarkShadowGhostTours.com. PANICd.com is a database of over 800 locations across the United States that have paranormal claims. Our Haunted Travels, which we started back in November of last year, and on this channel is a series of those locations that we have personally visited.
That's right.
And I am going to tell you folks, this weekend I am going to try to figure out the actual number. I know it's over 200. That's one of the things on my to-do list this weekend. Probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try.
He's going to try.
I'm going to try. So that's who we are. Each week we feature one of the locations that we've been to. We cover the history, the paranormal claims, our personal experiences, and why we believe that the location is haunted in a series of videos. We don't do it all in one video. However, that may change. She's saying no.
I don't like it that way.
We'll see what happens.
I don't like that idea.
But we do a series of videos throughout the week. Tuesdays, Boris does ghost stories and folklore. Thursdays is normally like some sort of supplement, and then Friday we do the wrap-up video. Probably throw research photos in there, but
And
that
the
whole
wrap-up-
week is for
the wrap-up video
the
has
location.
our history video of the location as
That's
well.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
So that's who we are. That one's a little long and drawn out.
Yeah,
I've done better before.
you have, but it's okay.
That's okay.
It's all right.
All right, we got 15 in here. Do we want to... I forget how we do. Let's get Boris in here. We got 15. Let's see if we could double up. Let's see if we can make it 30. What do you guys think? It's time. Share out this stream. See if we could get more people. Alrighty. You see the numbers going up a little bit, but that's kind of cool. All right, if you have not left us a comment yet in chat, now's the time you're going to want to do it, because Marianne's going to be doing the roll call here pretty soon.
I will be.
She will be. She will be doing that, and then we are going to go over some announcements, some things that's happening in the community and on our channel, and then on to tonight's topic, which is our review of the movie Lizzie. Mm-hmm. And we have an eBay update. That's not from eBay, but it's actually kind of cool. So, hey, stick with us. We're going to try to get it all done in an hour. We're already
6 whole minutes
six
in.
whole minutes in. So we'll get it done. Okay, so stick with us. We've got some good information for you today. So, all right, you ready for
Sure.
shout outs?
Sure.
Okay. It is roll call time. Go ahead.
All right. We have 89 Mattel. We have Belinda Ostrom. We have Brian's Paranormal Nations 13. Chillin' with Millen. Desmond's Donders. Eileen Velu? The farm? I'm
See,
sorry.
that's why I have
definitely
her do it, because I'll screw them up even worse.
I definitely did. It's like Velu. I'm not good at French, so I'm going to go with, I'm sorry. Gilbert Rod, Lady Abraxas, Nat Reagan, Paranation Exploration, The Haunted Explorers, The Velasquez Family Vlogs, and Timber Hill Redbones.
Timber Hill Redbone Coonhounds. I'm
Marty's-
going to go by that name because I love that name.
I know.
you
Marty's
changed it.
crew, Our Family Adventures, has joined us as well.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I saw you guys saying hi in chat while we were going, so I'm just going to say hi back to everybody that said hi. We appreciate you joining us on today's live stream.
There you go.
All right, so while we have everybody in here, here's a question for you, parapeeps. First of all, if you haven't subscribed, you're going to want to do that, because then you become a dun-dun-dun-dun parapeep. Subscribe and ding the bell. But anyways, here's a question for you. If we get, let's say, 5 people that say yes, they'll do it. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're thinking about doing a Behind the Haunting. And the topic is going to be the Hollywood sign. The Haunting of the Hollywood sign. And I can't remember that lady's name off the top of my head.
Peg.
Don't know the last name.
I can't pronounce her last name. I
Anyways.
need more time to work on that. But her first name was Peg.
Peg. All right. Anyways, Behind the Haunting, we do a live stream and we present the haunting, everything like a criminal case. We've done them in the past. They're very popular. We've done Lizzie Borden. We've done Celie Rose. Now, wait a minute. We've done all women. There's something to that. We're going to have to do a man here at some point. But
Well, the Hollywood sign, we could include a man, and we'll deal with that on Thursday if we do
now,
it.
if we need at least 5 people to put a number 1 in chat saying, yeah, they would like to come and do that, because there's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's easier for us if we're talking to somebody. It's so we just kind of work together and we talk about it. So put a number 1 in chat if you would like to attend. It's going to be Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're going by Eastern because that's our time. And
That's
it's
our
easier
time
for me
zone.
to figure out.
Yes,
so if
we
you're
put it
interested
anytime.
in joining in, please put a number 1. I see one number 1.
If we put it in
There's
any
2.
other time zone, we can't figure it out.
I
We're
can't
just
figure it
not
out.
good at that.
There's 3.
Does that one that says I can't make
Yeah,
it
that's
live, though,
okay.
does that take it away?
No, it doesn't, because the way we present them is you could watch them back. I mean, it's
We
not
got
just like
four.
a live stream. You can watch them back. They're actually quite interesting. Not that I'm bragging, but the way we have them formatted, I think they're pretty good. There's 4. One more, and we are on for Thursday, right?
Yes.
One more, we're on for Thursday. We love doing them, but, it's a lot of work, and don't want to do it if nobody's going to be here.
Yeah. Wow, it doesn't look like they're interested, dear. There's only 4 ones that showed up.
Do we count?
No. But you know what? There's a couple of
guys.
people who don't have the ability to, so...
All right, Marty's Cruise says, sorry, I missed it. What happened? All right, so here's what we're talking about. There we go. There's number 5. But here's what we're talking about. Every once in a while, we do a live stream that's called a Behind the Haunting.
Behind the Haunting.
Behind the Haunting. I'm sorry. I haven't
I have
had
no
enough coffee
idea what
today.
you actually just said.
Okay, but basically what it is we cover the haunting of the location like a criminal case. So we present the case, we present all the people involved and the time frame and all that other kind of stuff. They're actually really cool. We've done Lizzie Borden, of course. We've done Sealy Rose. We've done... I can't even think of the other ones. I could probably pull them up and look, but we've done like 4 or 5 of them. They're very rare. We don't do them all the time because there's a lot of work that goes into them and that kind of stuff. So Thursday, we got 5. Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be posting it out on our social media. We are going to do the haunting behind the Hollywood sign. Pretty cool stuff there.
All right. Well, Chillin' with Millen says they can't make it because they're going to be packing for Ecuador.
Ecuador?
That's super awesome. I want to come.
That is super awesome. But see, you know what? Dave, I'm pretty sure his name's Dave. Dave over there at Desmond's Honor. He always catches a replay when he gets back from his troops. So,
replays are good.
Yeah.
They work the
Those
same.
live streams are very good as replays, too. I mean, a lot of views on those things. So, all right, we're on. So, that kind of tells you what we're doing next week is the Hollywood sign.
Oh, we sneak previewed that a little bit there, huh?
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. So I said earlier that this stream almost didn't happen today for twice. First time, wasn't really kind of feeling YouTube today. I'm like, we're going to do some research and do some stuff. I don't know. Maybe we'll kind of not doing it. And of course, the boss says...
And I gave him the look, and I'm like...
Nope, we're doing it. So I'm like, okay.
I've been up since 4:30 this morning, and we're doing it.
We're doing it. All right. Okay, we're doing it.
And the
No
second
problem.
time?
Second time, about an hour before we went live... I was going to go get in the shower and everything. I thought, okay, before I get in the shower, I'm going to take out the garbage outside because it's cold. It's cold outside. But I'll do that before I get in the shower and get all wet and all that other stuff. And I stepped out into the garage and I stepped down on our step wrong. And I hurt the muscle above my knee. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I am in excruciating pain at the moment.
Yeah, and this was in our garage, so it wasn't like, slipped on ice or anything. It was literally in the garage where it was nice and bone dry. It was just a normal step.
No, if I don't move, I'm okay. But, yeah.
He's falling apart.
It's one of those pains where he, almost brings tears to the eyes. So, I'm, dealing with that now. All right, anyways. Do we do the announcements first or the eBay update first? I don't remember.
It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Let's do the eBay update. I can't get to that.
I can get to it. Are you going to give me my picture?
Picture.
No.
Yes, I am.
You're not going to give me my
Yes,
picture?
I'm going to give you your picture.
All right, give me my picture.
I will give you your picture.
Give me my picture.
Well, go get it, and then I'll put your graphic up.
Oh, I thought I'd get it while you were putting my graphic on.
Oh, man.
I thought that you would have had the graphic,
There
and
we
when
go.
I came back, it
Desmond's
was there.
daughters. You know what? I'm not one to drink that often. This is mostly what I drink right here. But I may take you up on that tonight and have a little liquid painkiller. Because, wow. It just sucks to get old people, I'm telling you. Watch the way you step. I just stepped down right out. Just stepped down, and I stepped down wrong. I hit the middle of my foot, and it just shot right up my leg. Anyways, it's time for Marianne's eBay update.
So my eBay update today is that I fell asleep and missed my purchases again.
And I guess I could have woke her up, but...
But I did purchase something. Actually, you wanted it, and I purchased it.
I saw it. I wanted it. I wish he was here.
Yeah. So
he's not here.
Crypt 6 does a lot of great
You guys know
paintings.
Crypt 6, and we don't even have the link to his channel.
I don't, but I can.
Crypt 6. Marianne's gonna look it up and drop it, but he does paintings, and I saw this, and I'm like, I want that. So there's a video out there. He actually made that and did the trailer for the new Ghostbusters. That was part of his thing, and I got a hold of him and I said, I want that painting. This is the third one we have of his.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna have a whole room full of Crypt 6 paintings. We're gonna have the whole place
and they're signed by Crypt 6. So someday they're gonna be worth millions.
That's right. So that is my purchase. We should just call this Marianne's online purchase update now.
I like eBay update better because I like making
the last couple have not been from eBay.
All right, you got your links?
I have links for everybody except for Crypt 6, who I was going to go out and look for. But if you want something else...
Well, I want to talk about Throwback Thursday because Chilling with Millen's here. Desmond Donner's here. Okay. I didn't see Corinne.
All right, well, I could do that.
Serving from Home, I think is the name of the channel. But we took part in... My wife is here. Oh, no, I got to behave. Okay. This past Thursday, we took part in a collab, and I think we're going to be trying to schedule it to do it more often, too. So the last Thursday of every month, there's a collab called Throwback Thursday. And basically what it is if you have older footage or like something you want to like look back in time, that type of thing, you can join in. Chillin' with Millen is here, and Mrs. Chillin' with Millen is here as well. Okay, you can get hold of Chillin' with Millen and he'll hook you up that you could take part in that collab. We did. Marianne just dropped the link in the chat there. You guys can go check that out. And some of those videos are, well, not some, they're all pretty cool. Chillin' with Millen did one on Painting for Gold. You didn't see them yet. That's why I was telling you.
No. Oh, you're talking to me? I thought you were talking to them, and I was looking for
did
stuff.
One for, and Corinne did one on the...
I can't quite find it.
What's that? Crypt 6? It's right there.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like his
That's
thing.
him.
Really?
I think so.
It doesn't look like his thing.
Okay,
go ahead.
Maybe it's not.
Go on, keep talking.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, okay.
Karen Summers did one about her daughter and some, it's actually pretty cool. So, if you want to be a part of that, I see that growing. We have a secondary channel. Of course, we don't have that link, but we'll start promoting it. And on our secondary channel, we're going to do more of like our personal vlogs and personal stuff and fun stuff, and I'm going to do some technical stuff and things like that that's not really related to our haunted travels. Probably won't go live on there or anything like that. But I was thinking the end of next month. You remember when we did the love story for our wedding and we have the pictures of us as babies and then dating and that kind of stuff? It would be perfect for that. So I was thinking about over the next few months splitting that up and do one from Panic D and one from our Panic D vlogs and more of our personal stuff and be a part of it. So that's my thoughts.
All right.
We already have those videos, but they're not out there. We played a video at our wedding. We called it Love Story, and it was Marianne from a baby up to our engagement, me as a baby up to engagement, and we put it together, did our engagement and dating stuff. We played it at our reception.
Yes, we did.
And put everyone to sleep before we came in.
No, we actually put them all into tears because I remember we came in every school.
Yeah. So
like, oh my gosh,
we don't have kids ourselves, but we have pictures of us as kids. So
true.
Might be kind of cool. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about, I can't say their name.
Well,
you say their name. Are they here?
No.
No. Okay.
But this keeps happening, and so you might want to check that. And Chillin' with Millen says that is a great idea that you have there. And they thanked us for putting out the link. So you want me to talk about unapologetically Gomes? Is that what you want me to talk about?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So unapologetically Gomes.
All right. Are we buffering, guys? I don't know if we're buffering or not.
I don't
On
know,
our
but
playbacks,
nobody's
we are.
like complaining about it, but I'm noticing it. So
I'm not dropping packets, and the signal's okay.
Okay.
So we'll keep going.
okay.
If it starts buffering, it should catch up, or you guys can refresh or whatever. But it's not. It's saying we're strong, so we're good. I don't know. That's why I said I think it's at YouTube. YouTube's acting goofy today. But so unapologetically
Gomes.
Gomes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
I think it's Gomez.
No,
we'll find out tonight.
It's Gomes. But I like Gomez better, and I used to say Gnomes. But then I watched their videos, and they said Gomes. So they have to be right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So anyways, Marian's going to drop a link in chat here. She's putting it there. All right. So tonight at, let's see, it's 10:15 Eastern time. It's like 7 something their time. They're putting out a premiere that is how you say their name. And we're part of that. We're in that premiere. So hopefully we're still awake. I want to go catch it. If not, we'll catch the replay. But I just wanted to do a shout out to them. That's going to be actually pretty good. All right, we did talk about Groundhog Day. Yes. Sun's going down, but hey, spring's coming. Spring's coming.
They said there was a little bit of buffering, but they thought it was on their end. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably us.
Strange.
But it's okay. Just stick with us. Bear with us.
All right, another thing to mention, Happy Trails Hiking started a new, it's not 30-day challenge anymore. It's a February challenge. That started
yes, she's
yesterday.
doing it by the month now because, there's these whole, days of the month that aren't 30.
Yeah.
So there's, February with 28 and some of them, that have 31. And it just messed up the 30-day challenge. So she just made it a month challenge.
So we've been part of that, Marianne and I, for a couple months now, and we're stepping up our game this month. Hopefully, until I ruined my knee just now. But we're gonna try to start doing these torture cards, where you do so many stretches a day. But it's a lot of fun. It's a group of people that get together, and she goes live. Let's see if I can remember the schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's 11 a.m. Eastern, and then Tuesday and Thursday it's 6 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
For like a half hour. And then
her streams
each
are
day,
always a half hour.
each day talk about some sort of goal, food goal, or some health goal, walking, that kind of thing. And then they're also running I keep saying it's her and Matt on Happy Trails. They're running a 365-day challenge where you go hiking. And they are live Sunday nights at 9 p.m. our time. I think it's 9 p.m. our time, Eastern time.
That part I'm not sure.
Yeah, Happy Trails Hiking. Check them out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And Matt and Kay are great people.
Yes.
Tomorrow, another parapeep. I don't know if they're in here. ATGH Travels. Every Sunday at 6 o'clock, ATGH Travels is live as well. All right, so we're losing viewers, I think, and I hope it's not because of the internet. We're down to 9.
Well, just keep talking.
I'll keep on talking. Yes, Marty's crew is part of that. The torture cards. Yeah.
That's right.
All right, so there's one thing I want to bring up. We only go live once a week, and it's kind of, I don't know. I want to bring it up because I think we're done with this. No, we're not. I got to bring that back in a second.
Okay.
Let's see
What are you trying to bring up?
if this works. All right, we are on a Milestone Alert.
Oh.
We are on a Milestone Alert, folks. You guys are our parapeeps. You are our watchers, our viewers, our subscribers. We're 15 away. 15 away from 2,000. Not that the numbers matter. It doesn't really matter to us. But, hey, that's a pretty close goal right there. So, if there's anything you guys can do to help us out, if you like what we do, tell people about us. Bring them to the party. Share our videos. Let them know. If you like what we do, my name's Sean. If you don't like what we do, her name's Marianne. Okay, bad joke. How many more people dropped off that time? But we are close. We're close to it keeps going up. It keeps going up, and then we lose it. And it goes up, and then we lose it. Then we go, I don't know.
Yeah, it's that back and forth.
So I was looking at the statistics since we started doing our channel in November. We have actually lost over 600 subscribers on the channel. If we would have had them, if YouTube purge didn't take people away, we would have been over 2,000. But
it is
what it is. It is what it is. So if you guys can help us out.
Yeah, so he's super excited about it.
I'm tired of looking at the numbers.
Don't let
you look
him.
at it one way, it says we're 2K. You look at it another way, we're not. So I'm tired of looking at it. But we'll see what happens.
All right.
So we've covered Beyond the Haunting. So we're going live again Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We only go live really once a week because we got our hours. We're monetized. Okay. So I don't want to take away from others that are trying to get their hours. That's why we're kind of limiting once a week. Kind of give you guys an update.
Sweet.
Well, we hammered it pretty heavy trying to get our hours. We were live a couple times, like 3 or 4 times a week.
No, we were never live that often.
Yeah, we were.
No,
you just
we
don't know we were.
No, we weren't.
We went to Gettysburg. We were live every day.
Well, that was different. That was a big tour thing that we were doing. So
no, we did a lot of live streams.
I don't remember.
You have to get your hours.
I don't remember them being that often. I just remember them being longer. I just remember our live streams were like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
But I don't remember them being many times a week.
Yeah, they were.
Anyway,
so we're kind of keeping it. Let other people get their hours. But Thursday night, since it falls into the Hollywood sign, and I want to do Behind the Haunting because I think they're pretty cool. So. Joyce Stewart is here. Hello, hello, hello.
Well, hello, Joy.
We love seeing your videos of the puppies singing. They're awesome. All right, so I said We're not supposed to say Okay. This past week on PANICdVideos, we covered the Heinz History Museum. I'm sure you guys are pretty tired of seeing that. But there's a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff. And a lot of cool stuff. Mr. Rogers' sets are there. The Apollo 11, that went out Thursday.
Right,
we got
that's
a lot
there
of
till
views.
the 18th.
Got a lot of views on that.
If you're in the area,
if you are in Pittsburgh, it's there till the 18th. And then it's going to Seattle. So it's going to the West Coast before it goes back to D.C. But pretty cool videos this week. If you haven't saw them, they're on our channel. But I'm really proud of the Apollo 11 one.
I know you are.
I worked hard on that one.
Yeah.
George Washington's life mask is there. We just talked about life mask. A piece of his hair is there. A pickle that's older than, dates
way
back
older
before the Civil War. Yeah.
Sorry.
So that's what we covered this past week.
But it's an interesting building. It literally burnt down twice.
Yeah.
And they rebuilt it to the same specs basically as what they had. And it was just interesting. I found one thing that I didn't mention in the history video that I thought was kind of cool was that they said that the original time that it burnt down, they had steel girders and that in there as the framework. And when they rebuilt it, they used wood beams instead because it was safer for fires. And I was wondering how many people would have caught that when I mentioned it in there.
Yeah.
I didn't mention why they said it was safer for fires, and basically it was because they chose that old hardwood that would burn long and slow, so that it would give people time to get out of the building and things like that before it would crash. I mentioned that they changed it, but I didn't really say why they thought that wood was better. I just said they said that it was better.
All right, so I'm looking through the list here, and I think pretty much almost everybody who's in chat right now is a creator. Okay, so you guys are creators, and you're also parapeeps because I'm assuming you're subscribed to our channel. At least I hope you are. If not, all right. So Marianne's going to drop a link in here. We have 2 things that have changed over the past couple weeks. Okay, but this is to help you guys out, really more than us. But I want to help you guys out and give back. Now, number 1, there's a big not a big controversy. People say, I don't use Reddit because I don't want to get trolls and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. But I'm going to tell you something about Reddit. Reddit also gives you backlinks to your videos, okay? We get a lot of trolls too, especially on the type of topics that we cover. We get a lot of stuff. You know what? A troll comes in and I don't like what they're saying. They're not coming back because I block them. Just so you know. It's my channel. If you're going to be an idiot, goodbye.
But most of the time, they end up being friendly.
Most of the time, I'll turn them into a viewer. You know, if it's something that they legitimately have a concern about, okay. But if it's stupid stuff, no, goodbye. But I get some of that stuff from Reddit. So Marianne's going to drop a link. We have a Reddit out there for parapeeps that you guys can drop your video links in there. Please do, because I monitor that pretty heavy. And you can't always trust notifications from YouTube, especially, you just can't. So drop the links to your videos. You're more than welcome to do that, and monitor that if you're on Reddit. Monitor upvote, people's videos. It does help with Google search. Okay, not really as much for YouTube search. I'm going to talk about that kind of stuff later because I think I got it figured out, at least for this round before they change the logarithm again. But anyways, that link right there, please go ahead, subscribe to that, drop your links to your videos, and then as a community, let's watch each other's videos. If you cannot watch them, I understand that. We can't keep up, both of us, watching them. But if you can't watch something, retweet it or upvote it. Pass it on. Maybe somebody else can, okay? Let's start doing that and helping each other out. Once you get kind of large, you can't watch all the videos. It's just there's not physically enough time in the world to do that. But I will retweet somebody or will pop on a live stream for a little bit and keep going. If it's documented out there as data for Google and YouTube that it's popular, that helps. It does help. Okay, so please drop the links in the Parapeeps Reddit. All right. Second thing is we have a second Reddit. If you make a video that is paranormal related, okay, we do have some out there. Colorado Martini has, she does regular type videos. She's not a paranormal channel, but she does do paranormal type videos. If you do that, or if you do something of a haunted place or something like that, the second one, did you drop it already?
I did.
Okay, this is for paranormal related. Even if you find something that might be paranormal that you think maybe, hey Sean, you gotta check this out, drop it in that Reddit, because that one is our paranormal research one that we're dropping. Almost all of our videos are in there. The ones that are like, not really paranormal or something, I haven't dropped, but I'm creating one that is true paranormal, not the faked ones, like they do it, that kind of thing. So that's the second Reddit. Okay, so I wanted to mention that, and
I feel like
let's help each other out. Yeah, Marianne's a link dropper today.
And I keep on listening to
Cliff
you,
Reiser.
okay,
Hello,
which link is
Dr.
he going to
Cliff
talk
is in the
about?
house.
Which one is it?
Yeah. Okay, so you guys got that? I'm giving you guys homework, but it helps not just us, but I want to help you guys out too. So, all right, so that's the Reddits.
Okay.
I need to clean it up because I want to talk about that every week. Maybe I'll make a video about it. But the second thing that we kind of got started a little bit better. It's starting to grow, okay? I changed the name of our Facebook group. It used to be just paranormal related videos. Now it's paranormal in history. But it's also Parapeeps. So if you guys are on Facebook and you want to follow along on Facebook stuff, Marianne's going to drop the Facebook group. It's been out there for a while. But now it's just not paranormal. It's paranormal, travel, history, whatever. And if you want to join that group, that one you have to join and then I have to approve you. So
I usually approve them.
Marianne normally approves them.
I see it.
Yeah,
more
Marianne
often
normally
than you.
follows Facebook more than I do. I normally follow Twitter, and she handles the Facebook stuff.
Okay, so the last link that I put out was still the paranormal Reddit. Apparently, my copy paste didn't work. So
Okay.
the next one coming out is the Facebook group.
Okay. All right, so that group's starting to grow. We're gonna start doing some, fun social media stuff. I'll post polls and that kind of things to it. So, all right, Facebook group.
I feel like we got a lot of links in there. What else you got?
Okay, talked about Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 exciting things that we have coming up.
All right.
Oh, also, if you want to support our channel, okay, financially, if you want to, we do have our Patreon page. You can follow the Patreon page and see our research posts. Not a problem, but we do put out
For
extra videos it's $1 a month, I think, $12 a year, that type of thing. If you want to become a Patreon, so we got $1, $10, and something that goes up. But if you want to, and we also have Super Chat available. So, all right, talked about that. Now we do have 2 exciting things coming up. We got in April, Hotel Conneaut. We're going back to Hotel Conneaut, so we're going to start talking about that. We are actually running the Paranormal Investigation Ghost Hunt that night. I'm really excited about that. That's how we met PSPR Paranormal.
It is. They were some of our guests that night, and we're like, what do you mean? You do paranormal? Come on, you're gonna help out.
Paranormal group.
All
Guess
right.
what? You're gonna help. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
So we're going back in April for that.
We are.
The conference is coming up. It's a psychic conference. So if you're in Western Pennsylvania, watch our social media and stuff. We're going to start helping promote that out. They have a psychic fair, and we're running a ghost hunt, and you can stay there and all kinds of stuff. We'll be going live from there that Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Probably won't go live for the ghost hunt because that's just too much stuff going on there. But you never know. You never know. Another thing we got coming up. She said no. I saw you say no. Another thing would come in a couple weeks. We're doing an investigation here locally at the house. Mm-hmm. How do you pronounce that?
Barnheisel.
The Barnheisel house.
Mm-hmm.
Today we just it's officially voted in that we're going in there. I think we're the second paranormal team. I don't want to say group. We're not a group. I guess you and I make a group. Second one's ever been in the house, and they asked us some time ago. It's ran by a historical society to come in and see if we come across anything. I'm sure we will. There's a lot of historical stuff in there, and have been some tragic events, and it's a pretty older home, and it's not too far from here, which is really exciting. So
we'll see.
And on top of it, we're doing something we've never done before. We're going to do 2 nights back to back.
That's true.
So some of our paranormal tests and scientific type things that we're going to do, I'm excited about that. So we'll make videos about those, and when we do that, that's the one I said it might be longer. It might be a series. That week that we cover that, we might do like a 3-part series and not do the ghost stories and folklore and all that other stuff, but the Barnhill house. But we'll cover over like some of our scientific tests so you guys can see what we do and that kind of thing. And yeah. Now, that first one that we got, we're not going to go live. However, if things work out, which I think they will, and we start running investigations for them, we will do a live investigation from that house, and you guys can join in and see. We'll have the DVR set up and all that other stuff, and that's pretty exciting. It is for me, because finally we got like a project house that's close. So all right, I think I'm done with my announcements. Where are we at? We're only 39 minutes in. 39 minutes
You
over.
did so good like the last couple weeks at making
Well, I had
it, like,
a lot
really
of
quick.
announcements.
You had a lot of stuff today.
I took notes before the show.
Yeah. So we had a Timber Hill is in the house. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that they hit their 1,000 this week.
Well, congratulations.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So wanted to throw that in there
Right.
for a little quick announcement.
Welcome to the 1K Club.
Yes. And
That is
Timey has
awesome.
joined us as well. So hello, Timey.
Timey Lives.
Timey.
It says TWG7 is easier to say. Well, hello, hello, hello. All right, so question for you guys. Have you seen the movie Lizzie?
The new one that just came out in October.
And those of you who've been around with us for a while, you know that, wow, it's been a while.
Last summer.
Was it last summer? We did a whole month on Lizzie Borden.
Yeah.
A whole month. Actually, that would have been September, maybe? End of August, September?
The days just blend together. But
Yeah.
I know it was a couple weeks. We did like 3 weeks on it.
So back then when we were
4
doing that, covering the Lizzie Borden house and Maplecroft and all that other stuff and the Lizzie Borden case, we were saying that a new movie was coming out called Lizzie, and we couldn't wait to see it. Mm-hmm. So today's live stream, the topic for today's live stream is we're going to review I'm Cheap Waiting for Netflix. Okay. We're going to review that movie and tell you our thoughts about it. First of all, it is, just so you know, when you go into it, it's more of a cinematic type movie.
Yes.
Not a lot of it is based on historical type stuff. Some is, but not a lot. But before we do that, if you guys don't remember, we got this.
What do we have?
H. Castro's here, so she's going to love this.
Oh, dear.
She's going to love this.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41.
I don't know. You guys remember that? You guys remember that from when we did Lizzie? That's actually
Me.
that's Mary Ann.
Not
Singing.
jump roping, but
No,
singing.
singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Mary Ann. So I played with the audio a little bit, make it sound like a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of them remember.
They remember
it. Yeah. Hannah says it's creepy.
Yeah. See, that's why
Yeah.
I played it, because you showed up. I
That's
love
right.
creeping her out. All right. Anyway, so here's the movie that we're talking about, Lizzie. Hopefully we have audio. Yeah, we got audio. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna shut that down.
Okay.
And I guess I'm going to interview you about this. Did anybody see it? I didn't hear anybody say yes.
Not really. There's just a couple people who said they were waiting. I also waited, actually.
Chilling with Millen. Yikes. Yeah, we get a little creepy.
I waited too. Like we thought about going to see it when it was in the theater, and then we're like, no, let's just wait.
Yeah, we'll wait.
And we did. We waited, and we just saw it last week, actually. And then
We bought it on Amazon Prime.
yes,
We bought it.
Yeah,
So
you did.
we own it. Okay, so anyways, I guess I'm going to interview you, and then I'll give my rebuttal, and that's how we'll do this.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, Shadow Punk. It said it actually scared me. I didn't mean to scare you. I guess I should have put a little warning out.
Oh dear.
All right, so as you know, Mary Ann is a
A Lizzie aficionado.
yes. Thank you.
I love Lizzie.
Yeah, she has studied that case inside and out. She teaches the case. We've been to the house. We've dug up so much research on Lizzie Borden. We've done a murder mystery based on Lizzie Borden, a retrial of Lizzie Borden. We did a live stream one time where I interviewed Lizzie Borden. So we kind of went back in time, and she appeared, and
I don't know how
I
that
interviewed
happened.
her. So that's out there on our channel. That was a pretty interesting live stream. But
No, that was part of that Lizzie Borden month we did.
yes. So what was your thoughts? Were you happy with it, or were you disappointed?
It was my least favorite Lizzie Borden cinematography of all time.
Would you recommend a movie to somebody?
I don't think I would necessarily. I didn't like it.
What do you think about people who've never heard of Lizzie Borden, which there are
There's a
people
lot
out
of
there
people. There's a lot of people who've never heard
that
of her,
watched it for the first time
and that's their
and
impression.
would think what just happened? You know, because it was kind of based on you knew the story of Lizzie Borden.
Right. It really was.
You know,
Yeah.
that was like the point of view, like you knew about it already. But I think if you watched that and you had no clue who Lizzie Borden was, you would have went, what?
Yeah. I mean, it was this.
It was like
setting.
flashbacks to the case. Like you're supposed to know who Lizzie Borden was. And surprisingly, we've been at.
They want to know if you liked it.
Well, I'll get to me.
Okay.
But we've been at shows and stuff, and with set up at booths and everything, and people come up and say, "What's Lizzie Borden? What's this Lizzie Borden house?" and that kind of thing. I'm like, what? Really? But newer generations might not know who Lizzie Borden was.
Yeah, and for the longest time, she was very popular and continued to be very popular just simply because of that nursery rhyme we just kind of played.
Yeah.
Kids were skipping rope to that. Kids don't skip rope anymore.
No.
No. So they need to make a Lizzie Borden video game.
Okay, so I'll tell you what I didn't like about it, and then I'll ask you what you did like about it. Okay.
Oh, what I did like. Oh, I gotta think of things I like, huh?
Here's what I didn't like about it.
Okay.
Number one, the house looks nothing at all like the real Lizzie Borden house. Like you would think.
Agreed.
I'm sure they shot most of that on a set. They would build the set to make it look like the house. It's not even laid out on the inside like the house at all. At all. So that kind of turned me off. The outside, I could see that. I've seen other Lizzie Borden movies where the outside is nowhere near close to what the house looks like. But when you go inside, it's kind of laid out the way the house is laid out. The sets are built that way. This, not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah. And that disappointed me big time, too, because, the whole premise of where was she, where was Maggie,
Logistically,
Bridget,
how it could have been, how it could have happened.
Just with a fake layout like that wasn't even remotely close, it just makes it more complicated.
Yeah.
Big pet peeve of mine that they did not choose to make it similar.
I didn't like the way that they portrayed.
Marty's crew says, "My daughter just asked me who Lizzie Borden was."
Yeah, see,
yeah.
If they really want to get into it, you got to see the Elizabeth Montgomery's version. That's the most historically accurate of the movies. But another thing I didn't like is the way they portrayed Uncle Morris. Is it Morris? John Morris.
John Morris, yeah.
The character. It's like they combined Uncle Morris and the stepbrother, into the same character. They made Uncle John be very, evil, after the money type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see maybe they did that just to kind of combine those two characters together or something, or two people together. But I don't think Uncle Morris was like that. I don't.
Well,
he doesn't look like that. The real life picture of him is really freaking creepy. But
the real Uncle John, there was some innuendo that maybe he did have some sort of a relationship with Emma, not at all that he wanted Lizzie, as in they showed in here, and or that he had a relationship with Bridget Sullivan, the maid, and that was not. Neither one of those was ever solidified and said yes, this is true. But those were two of the ideas that's why he was even incorporated into the original problems that happened.
And another thing that I really did not like about the movie, which was just another turn off, and when it started happening, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done with this, is the sexual overtone. That's really what this movie is about, is the whole playing up that whole sexual overtones with the incest and the,
But see, that's the thing that they didn't play in. They didn't play in the incest.
Well, no, it was with the father and the maid.
Right.
Yeah.
In the real world, there was insinuations that perhaps there was an incestuous relationship between Lizzie and her father.
Yeah.
In the movie, it was between Lizzie and Bridget Sullivan, the maid, and the father
and the maid.
The father basically pushing himself onto the maid because she worked for him, and hey, you know what, this is just the way it's going to be.
And they kind of alluded to the fact that that's what the motive was about, because he was trying to keep the
them
maid
apart.
and Bridget and Lizzie apart, and they wanted to put a stop to it. So
Yeah.
I think they went a little too much with it.
There is also in the real world the possibility, the theory that Lizzie was a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
And so they really played into that in this movie, but she was not supposedly, to my knowledge, and I've done a lot of research, to my knowledge, she was not in any lesbian relationship with Bridget ever. There was always the insinuation that it did happen with Nance O'Neill, the actress Nance O'Neill out of New York, but not with Bridget.
Yeah. And there's also the possibility as to why Emma and Lizzie did not speak anymore is because of that relationship between Nance O'Neill and Lizzie, and she had enough of it. She didn't want to be around all the parties and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So, I get that, but this movie was actually just based on, they went there to sell tickets, basically. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because a lot of it led that way.
And the way they build this movie, I don't have it on this graphic, but I saw it on the internet where it said the story of Lizzie Borden based on current times or something like that. And it's like, okay, whatever. That's what I didn't like about it. What did you like about the movie?
Oh, we're there already?
What did you not like about the movie?
I didn't like pretty much any of it, but none of the outside. They showed it them looking like they had this big estate that they were on with these, pillars of brick, and over here is where this barn is and all this stuff, and that's not how it was. Everything was really close together. You already mentioned you didn't like the layout inside. I didn't like the layout inside. I didn't like the idea of them, again, pushing the lesbian issue. Not that I disagree that she was. She may have been a lesbian. I just don't feel that she probably utilized her servant that way. I've never seen anything documented that said there was any kind of a relationship like that between them, ever. So for them to, push that in the movie and make it such a big part of the character roles, it kind of turned me off. And, what else? I mean, just... They didn't mention anything about the trial. They didn't mention anything about, anybody coming in afterwards. So there was nobody else that was involved in this even there. You didn't bring in Mrs. Churchill. You didn't bring in the doctors. They had pictures being taken. They showed that being done. But they just left out so much of the things that were true. And then they threw in... these things just, I agree, to make it a more updated sell. They did spend a lot of time with her spells as well, her illness spells, which that hasn't been 100% documented either. Yeah. That's rarely something that comes up. There are places where they say, she did maybe have epilepsy, and if so, it was a real slight case. They did say that maybe...
We're getting buffering.
We're getting buffering? Oh, no.
It's not RN that we could see.
I'm sorry.
No, RN looks fine.
Tommy says she's getting it, too.
Yeah.
And so's Cliff. Interesting. Well, we will try to keep going. Hopefully, we come back.
It should come back because our stream out is fine. That's why I've noticed this earlier on YouTube where people were having problems. So YouTube actually could be having a problem, but we're streaming out fine.
Okay. So back to Lizzie's illnesses. There was also the idea that maybe Lizzie's mom was bipolar, and that maybe that transferred down to her. But for the most part, she wasn't seen in public, having all these dramatic falls and epileptic seizures and things like that they kind of made it seem like she had a lot of in the movie.
It a little
they
bit
definitely embellished that too, and the things that they embellished versus the truths that they put in, it just turned me off.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is what it is. It's a movie for entertainment, basically. Is that too bright, guys?
But the problem is, again, like we've talked about, these are the only things that they know about these people.
Yeah.
Today's people going to the movies, these are the only things that they know. They don't even know who she is, and this is the only thing they think about now that they know. Mm-hmm. And most of what they now know isn't even anything based in
See, that's why I'm hoping people
data.
like our videos, because we kind of try to dig out and find and research and find the actual truth. I mean, we see stuff like that, and we... You know, even if something new come out that we don't know about and we see it, we dig and say, okay, is that true, or is that, you know, it stimulates trying to find out more, basically. A lot of people, well, a lot of younger generation, you know, like even the high school kids and stuff we deal with, they just take that as being historically accurate, and it's not, you know. Question everything. That's what I tell my kids that work for me, question everything. And, you know, Marianne does definitely in the science classes, is make sure you
document everything, make sure you're able to explain why you think something. But those are the reasons I don't like the movie. I can't think of much of anything that I actually liked.
Let me tell you what I liked about it.
Okay, maybe it'll struck something with me. Yeah. I do have one thing that I liked. Okay.
Well, let's see if we got any questions. Any guys have any questions? We're not interacting with chat that much. That's bad of us.
Sorry.
Just everyone says they're buffering and it's fine, and okay, they're buffering and buffering and buffering, and okay, everything's fine. No buffering. Okay. ATGH says, okay, be right back.
Okay.
All right, so we'll keep on going. If you guys have any questions, always just pop them out, ask them, and make sure you do at PANICD or at Marianne, and they pop up in orange so we can see them.
Yeah.
Not that our chat is like really, really...
Hi, Happy Trails!
Happy Trails, I'm here, I am late. No, you're not late. You're not late.
Nobody's ever
late. Glad for you to join. We have a revolving door around here. It doesn't matter. But we're talking about the Lizzie movie. So here's what I liked about it. The axe, or the hatchet, in the birds. Mm-hmm. That part that they put in that movie. That's kind of interesting. That could have happened if she did it. For those of you who don't know, like historically, they did find the what they thought was the murder weapon, which was a broken off hatchet down in the privy, I believe it was, down in
Downstairs.
The basement. But when they tested it
box.
had it had animal blood on it. Okay, so in the movie, what Lizzie did after she committed the atrocity is she took out a pigeon with that same hatchet and rubbed the hair and that kind of thing on it, and then dismantled it. So is that possible? Would that have tested for human?
Okay,
if that would have happened?
So, in reality, if I'm not mistaken, it was bovine blood and hair that they found, which would be like cattle.
So not pigeon.
Not pigeon.
But what if they had a piece of like meat or something?
But that could have come easily. Obviously.
Could that cover up human?
If it was washed and cleaned off, you know, and that was what was left behind.
I bet today they would have detected it.
Probably today.
But back then, they didn't have DNA testing back then during that case.
No, they didn't even have like good fingerprinting or anything.
Yeah. But that was interesting how they put that in that movie.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And here's the thing too, is that when you watch that movie, if you don't know about that case, you'd be like, why is she doing this? You know, it's like the answers to, they found that hatchet, but it had animal stuff on it. It wasn't, you know, and here's how she did it. That's like the way the movie was. You know what I mean?
Right. By the way,
but that to me was interesting.
That part that always annoys me. Sorry, sweetie, but we're humans, and so we're in the animal kingdom. So when they always say, "Oh no, it turned out to be animal," it always irritates me because, you know,
Yeah.
we're animals.
Okay.
But if they're more specific to non-human animals, then we're good.
I put this under like, but I dislike this. The barn that they had in there.
Yeah.
Okay, that should have been a dislike. Okay, so I only got 2 likes.
Oh,
But
okay.
the barn was full of hay
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have had hay. They didn't have horses.
Right. They didn't have horses
They
there.
didn't have those kind of animals. The only animals they had was pigeons, and the father killed all of them, so they wouldn't have had hay. But in the movie, in the barn, they had hay.
Right.
Bales of hay.
They actually got rid of their horses well before the event, and I think the only horses that the family still had were out in Swansea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
They didn't have any at the 2nd Street house, the 92nd Street.
so it's like, okay, folks, it's a barn. What do you have in a barn? Bales of hay. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But what I did like was when she called upstairs. That was historically accurate. I think that was the only historically accurate thing in the whole movie. What did Lizzie say when she called upstairs? and
When
found her
she
father?
called upstairs, according to Bridget Sullivan, in her testimony in the court transcripts, she said, "Maggie, come quick! Someone's killed father." Now in the movie, they do have her say, "Bridget, come quick! Someone's
really?
killed father."
I didn't catch that.
However, the movie did kind of insinuate that they had a much closer relationship, and she would have called her by her real name.
Okay.
But whereas in the real life, she called her Maggie too, like everybody else. They're like, "Maggie, do this," and it's not her real name.
Okay.
But yes, they did do that, and they did have that in the movie, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about the only thing in that whole movie. We've watched
The
it
thing
like
in
3
the
or 4
movie,
times.
the thing in the movie, when I thought about when you said something, what that I liked was when she was out at the theater. And it's not necessarily historically accurate. Never heard of it ever, but I thought it was hilarious and I loved it. She was in the bathroom primping, and the one girl comes up beside her and she's asking about the lighting of her father for the house, and that's historically accurate. The dad did not like to have lighting in the house. He refused to pay for electric lights and even gas lights. He had little lamps and candles that he would use around the house. But she brings it up and she brings it up and she brings it up, and finally Lizzie turns to her and she's like, "You seem to really have like a big thing with this whole lighting thing. Are you perhaps an Edison?" And I thought that was hilarious.
You did say that.
Yeah, that was actually the thing I liked most about the movie was that line. "Are you perhaps an Edison?"
Marty from Down the Rabbit Hole is here. Hello, hello. All right, guys, I'm just going to mention this again because you guys I think most of you guys have helped us push over to 1,000. Okay, but hey, we are on the watch. We could see 2K.
It's in the mirror.
It's down there, but if you help us out, let people know whether you like Panic D. If you do, tell them to come to our channel. See if we can get over 2K. Mm-hmm. If you don't like us, then don't worry about it.
So I guess there is something else that I kind of like about the movie,
I thought
but it
we were
doesn't
done.
have. But
Okay.
it doesn't. But it's not actually in the movie or anything. But the woman Chloe who plays Lizzie,
Mm-hmm.
she actually did go to the real Lizzie Borden house. There's actually pictures of her on the internet that you can find of her actually in the Lizzie Borden house, sitting on the couch in the living room where the father was killed. And then there's a picture of her, with a hatchet trying to kill someone on the couch. It was kind of funny. She's dressed in normal everyday clothes. She actually was there, which is kind of cool. And at the same time, kind of sad that she wouldn't have pushed for more realistic sets.
So, would you recommend this movie or not recommend it?
No.
You say no?
I say no. I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm kind of with you.
Yeah. I think it.
Don't
I think
waste
it would
money
be
on it.
I think it would
if
be
it's part of
confusing.
Netflix or something, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think it would be confusing for people who don't know her already. I mean, they did put things in there that were true, but they didn't kind of go all the truth lengths. Like father did kill the pigeons. Did he kill them the day that she, stole the money from the house and the jewels? No. Did she steal money and jewels and things from the house? Yeah, that's what Mr. Borden thought. He was under the assumption that it was her. So there were little nuances of truth in there, but to watch it as not having known anything, I think people would be confused.
Okay. There you have it. There you have it. All right. Do you guys have any questions for us?
So Cliff Riser says he is closing in on 100. So let's see how we can get him there.
Yeah, make sure you check out Cliff's
And
channel.
He had mentioned some time ago in the chat about the new show that came on that just did a Lizzie Borden analysis. And I saw it when it was coming out and everything, but I did miss it. And I haven't gone and found it on a replay at this point. But I do know that part of it was actually filmed right there in the Lizzie Borden house. Actually, it was filmed in the Lizzie Borden house. And the part where Emma is supposedly getting the telegram to come home, something happened, that was actually filmed in Mr. and Mrs. Borden's bedroom in the Lizzie Borden house. That's where they filmed that at, which I thought was interesting. They portrayed it.
You're perking up about Lizzie stuff.
Yeah, I do.
All
but
right,
I didn't get to see that, and I want to.
Hey, folks, if you don't know Dr. Cliff Riser, he only needs 10. He only needs 10 to break 100. He's in chat. You can check out his channel. He does a morning stream. He's also part of Happy Trails Hiking monthly challenge. I can't say 30-day challenge now. She's changed it. So go ahead and check out his channel. Help him out.
Yes. He's currently at very close to 100. So let me get his
Very
link
close.
and drop that in there for you. If you are interested in that, feel free to check him out. So Timey said, I had that impression. I'm going to guess that she was getting the impression that we would not have recommended it.
Oh, did you see it, Tommy?
I don't think she did. I think she said she had.
I don't think
not.
anybody else has
I don't
said
think
they saw
anybody
it.
in the chat said that they did see it. Is there anybody out there in the chat who did see the movie? Do you have a disagreement with us? Tell us what you liked about it.
When was it that I was happy? Was it last weekend?
Yes.
Last weekend. Last Friday.
Yes.
Last Friday, I noticed that there
You
were
had a
3
good day.
movies. We had a good day at work. I had a good day at work. I was really looking forward to the weekend. And I saw there was 3 movies that we were going to watch. Lizzie was one.
Mm-hmm.
The First Man was another one.
Mm-hmm.
And Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought all of them on Amazon, and that's what we did that weekend while we were working on videos and other stuff like that. And yeah, big date night.
Movies and YouTube.
Yeah.
Woo. Happy Trail says you didn't give us one for homework. This one for homework, so she didn't watch it yet. Well, this one you had to pay
you can't
for,
get free.
you know.
Yeah, you got to pay.
So
for
we didn't give it as
so.
homework.
Yeah. Irish Whiskey Paranormal.
Hey.
How are you doing? And can you drop those Reddit links again?
Okay. Yes.
Irish Whiskey, I know you make paranormal related videos.
I'll start with that one.
So Marianne's going to drop a link here to Reddit. This is our paranormal research Reddit. If you want, please feel free to drop the links to your videos in here. And we can help each other out up voting them. And then anyone else that's part of our
Parapeeps community.
Parapeeps, you can also put them in the Parapeeps Reddit. And I'm telling you, it does help with Google search. And let me see if I can prove to you how it does help. Let's see, Ghost of... And I will prove to you how it does help
If you can get the screens over.
right now. I just did a Google search on Ghost of Benjamin Franklin. We are still ranked up there in that search. And that's happening... I shut that off. That's awful bright. That's happening many different ways. Reddit is one of them because it's the backlinks to that video. But the tags and all that other stuff That came out, what, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
So it does help. Every little bit helps. Okay, so Timber Hills Redbone says, mine ain't paranormal videos. That's okay. There's the parapeeps one you could drop into there.
Yes. I actually typed in the exact same thing.
Yes, that'll create those backlinks.
And there's
now,
the link
videos work the same as web pages. Our main company, that's what we do, is SEO and social media and that kind of stuff for small businesses. Okay, so web pages, backlinks to the web pages is one of the things. Is the algorithm. It's like they say on YouTube that if the video is popular, it's going to recommend it to more people. Okay, if there's backlinks to that thing, that's part of that algorithm. That's a lot of time overlooked. Watch time definitely is part of that, but there are different factors that are part of that. Backlinks is one of them. Just so you know, it does help.
Yep. Thanks for stopping in, ATJH Travels. I'm glad you were here tonight.
Oh, ATGH Travels. They're probably gone. But they just put out a video. It was pretty cool where they threw the water up out in the negative
did they
24.
Do it?
Yeah. So
I thought about doing it, but I didn't.
No,
I was like, no,
on
I'm
the
not
flip.
going.
Okay, so ATGH Travels, come back to this and drop your videos in the Parapeeps. Please do. Please do.
Yeah, I thought about going out and doing that, and then I'm like, no, I'm not going out in the cold.
Yeah, that's what the comment I left on their video was. I'm glad somebody in the community did it because we weren't going outside. Yeah, we encamped in the house going through that day after tomorrow vortex.
I didn't even go outside and get the mail, and our mail people actually did come by.
Yeah,
like,
they were saying they were going to cancel
tomorrow.
mail service, but they didn't.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cold, man. That was some cold stuff.
It was.
All right, hey, we are at an hour and 11.
So you want to go to quarter after or half after?
We'll go half after. I know it's 7 p.m. tonight. I think it's 7 or 7:30. Yankee and Inspired John is going live. I'll have to look exactly.
Is that going to be on Inspired John's page? Usually, right?
I believe so. Let me look real quick. I saw it right before we went live. I don't remember where he dropped it.
7:30 p.m.
7:30 Eastern.
Sarcastic Saturday with Yankee and John.
Yeah.
I will drop the link.
Okay, so they're going live 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't sure what time. Well, Yankee wasn't sure what time they were.
Yeah, it's 7:30 according to the link. All right. And Happy Trails agreed. It was 7:30.
Okay. So again, guys, if you don't know Dr. Cliff Reiser, check out his channel. He's a good guy. He's got some good videos out there. He does a morning coffee thing. He's been doing this thing going over coffee. So if you're a big coffee drinker, like Marianne.
Yeah.
No,
right.
I'm the big coffee drinker.
So D-Zombified wants to know what's the amount of videos that they should drop. They don't want to be spamming people. Is there a suggestion?
You mean in those
in the
Reddits? Drop however many you want. It doesn't matter. You're not spamming. You're putting Reddit, the subreddits. If you don't know anything about Reddit, I don't know that much about it. I'm actually learning about it, but you could drop as many as you want in there. You're not spamming notifying anybody because people could go through that list and they upvote or downvote. And if you get upvotes, that's one of the things that vidIQ has over TubeBuddy. And if we do lives on our other channel, I don't want to do them on here because this is trying to keep it our Haunted Travels. I might do lives on the other ones and do like channel reviews and stuff like that. If you guys want to, I will definitely do it. Not a problem, and show you how to do tags and that kind of thing. But I forget what I was saying.
Happy Trail.
Oh, vidIQ does recognize two things that I didn't know for like 8 months until it was brought to my attention. Number one is your captions. You want to make sure you go into your closed captions and take them off of manual, or take them off of automatic and make them manual. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then maybe we should talk about that on a different live stream. But that when they're manual, it tells YouTube that you've actually looked at them. And the second thing is the upvotes of on Reddit. So it looks at the likes on Facebook and mentions on Twitter like TubeBuddy does, but the upvotes on Reddit too is like part of that social that's being shared out there. It helps with the algorithm.
Okay.
Nothing really. It doesn't matter if nobody's watching your video though. You need to get people to watch your video, so you got to work on that side of. I'm constantly working. Every video that I put out, I try to make it a little better, to do something different, to keep people watching that video. Okay? So if you want to grow your channel, and there'll be people say, I'll just do it for fun. That's okay. But if you want to grow your channel, you constantly want to be a better videographer, cinematographer, tell a story, that kind of stuff, keep people's attention. But then you have to self-promote. You have to promote your videos. You have to. You can't rely on YouTube to do it, because it doesn't happen unless it's right in the first 72 hours. And then you got to wait months, and then they'll come back around if you have that video optimized for SEO, the tags, the metadata. It'll come back around. We have a video that we get 24 views on a day that is optimized. That's number one in the search rank. Our problem is a lot of our videos get demonetized.
That's true.
So it is demonetized. But we get a lot of traffic and we get subscribers from it. So it is what it is.
Okay, so Happy Trails Hiking said that they got banned for self-promotion on Reddit whatevers.
Well, that's some subreddits. My subreddit, it won't do that.
So you're saying that the person who she was posting it on didn't like it, but
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying
subreddit.
So you're saying yours, knock your socks.
Well, you don't want to go through and post like back post all of your videos. Like when you put a new one out, post it.
Okay.
When you put a new one out, post it. You don't want to go through and do. It won't let you, actually. It won't let you. I think you have to do it within so many minutes. It'll say, hey, you're doing too much. But yeah, there's a thing on. Okay, I know what you're talking about because I got kicked out of a big one too. There's a subreddit, I think it was Ghosts, with like 400,000 people or something like that, and I posted to it and it kicked me out. It says I was a YouTube spammer, and the way you could get around that is if you share it from another subreddit. But I'm like, well, that's why I'm posting this. I create videos. I argued back and forth with the moderator, and they said that Reddit notices that if that link is posted in multiple different Reddits, that you are a YouTube spammer. And I'm like, well, that's just utterly ridiculous. I don't want to be a part of your subreddit. So it'll just kick you out of the subreddit. It's not against Reddit's thing. It's the subreddit people.
Okay. So Mrs. Greenthrum wanted to know if we had any ideas why she might not be monetized. It's been 3 months that she's been waiting. And I said, not really, because we've known people who've been waiting since August. There's not really any rhyme or reason, really, to some of their times. So, unfortunately, I don't have any answers at all.
We were kind of lucky to actually get monetized, number one. But
because of
to
our
be
content.
reviewed... We could have skirted the whole thing of not being monetized at all. It's possible.
Yeah, they don't really
because of our content.
The ghosty, deathy type.
Yeah, and actually, you want to hear something that really you guys are going to get me going. Our Apollo video that just came out. A lot of you guys saw that Apollo video. It will not be recommended. It's considered to be what's the word? Conspiracy.
Controversial conspiracy theories.
Yeah. They think it could be a conspiracy. So they're not going to recommend it. And the way that we can tell is it attached a link to Encyclopedia Britannica onto the video. So, I'm kind of bummed about that because I really like that video. It is historical. But since it's the space program, the algorithm is considering it to be potential conspiracy. So it's not going to probably be recommended. So it's kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I am promoting through other means of doing that. Like when I put that out on Twitter, and this is something to consider if you guys don't do this. I know Kay does this. Actually, I got the trick from her. When I put that out, I tweeted it to NASA, the Smithsonian, the Heinz Center themselves, travel guides in Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's newspaper. Hey, if one of them picks it up, I think I totaled all those Twitter accounts together. It was over 300,000 different Twitter followers. If one of them retweets that video, it could take off. It is what it is. Now we also have our own blog stuff. PANICd database, it's so optimized in Google that I'll add that video to the Heinz Space Center once I get that added in the database, which I haven't yet. And that page might come up that way and people will see that video. So there's other ways. You have to, I know they deem that self-promotion, but it's like you're advertising your videos. You can't count on YouTube to do it for you all the time. Just a thought. That's what we're doing. And I don't want to put that in the hands of YouTube because they'll change it. Once you get it figured out, they'll change the way it happens. So, I mean, if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, we'll do that on our other channel, and I'll go over some of the stuff that I do. I say we, it's me.
Yeah, I just come on here.
She's the talent.
Yeah, I don't.
She's the talent. She's gonna start working the Facebook
stuff.
group though more.
I'll try. So D Simplifies wants to know if it is a good idea to put your title in the thumbnail instead.
No. I'll show you what we did, and this is based off of recommendations from Consendia from
Pusha Studios.
I'm going to show you what we did. Okay. And you guys, if you guys don't mind talking about this, I know it's not paranormal related, but if you don't mind talking, I'll sit here and go on. But I'm going to show you what we did, and this has made a change. Now, you guys know that YouTube or Google has the ability to look at images. Okay. Let's see if I can make this bigger. So you can see our thumbnail.
I don't actually see the little...
There
it is.
There we go. All right. This is going to be a little bit blurry because I'm blowing the screen up a little bit. Okay. But, all right. So what we did, what I did, okay, what I did is every one of our thumbnails has the channel name, PANICd, okay? All right? Now, when I put a face on there, okay? And if you're putting a face, you want an expression, hopefully it's smiling, okay? This one here comes up as zombie. That's okay. All right.
Comes up as
now,
a zombie.
I don't have the link in front of me, but I have it. I'm working on something to put all this together. But there's a program out there that you can upload your thumbnail to. All right. And the Best Hour, Michael and the Best Hour and Pusha Studios have talked about this a couple times. But you got to pay attention to that because when you start digging through that utility, it's going to give you tags. It tells you what it read off of that picture. Guess what one of the tags is? PANICd. Okay? Because I have that on every one of my thumbnails. I don't put our titles on there unless I want to catch somebody that's looking at it and go, oh, like that one that it did, it said Moon to Pittsburgh. Okay? That's why that title's on there. But if you look at all the rest of them, I'm taking all the words off. Unless, see, this says haunted, Heinz, okay? This says visited. but the title is not on that thumbnail. Okay? Used to be okay to do that, like last year. Now it's not. You're wasting stuff. You just put the title here. Now they'll say, a lot of the big ones will say, they don't read the title. They don't read the title. That's okay. If you catch what that video, and your thumbnail better be what that video is about too. Or if not, it's going to, hurt you. Okay? But it knows that this picture right here, I think you guys could see the mouse. It knows that this picture right here, that is the headstone for Benjamin Franklin. That little bot thing that you upload that image to, it tells you that. Okay? So that is a plus. If you know that and you understand what those tags are or what it's determining in that picture, then you base your SEO and your other tags off of that. That's how this one right here is ranked number 1. This one, the ghost of Benjamin Franklin. There's a picture right there, Benjamin Franklin. Make sense? So if you put titles and stuff on that thing, it's going to be that small on a phone especially. They're not going to be able to read it anyways. Some of these I have Our Haunted Travels on them, Our Haunted Travels, and that's there because it's part of that, those tags and stuff that I use. So
Timey says...
Did I answer that question, or was that kind of vague?
No, I think you're fine. Timey said that her video, she just got on Tumblr, she just got flagged. Her knee being cut was flagged as adult content and a violation of something.
On Tumblr?
Yes, and it's her knee.
Was that in a thumbnail or a picture? Maybe that was a picture.
I don't know. But yeah, it said it was adult content.
Interesting. Well, it's a program. Yeah. It's a software program. It's software, or computers are stupid. Anyways, it's the programs that give the computers intelligence, and there's always bugs in programs. So.
Sexy boo-boos.
Sexy boo-boos. Okay.
Oh.
You guys have any other questions? Paranormal, YouTube, whatever. We got about 3 minutes.
Lizzie. NASA, Heinz History Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did everyone drop off?
No,
we're still.
They're not. They're here. Branscombe Farms just hopes that everybody's having a wonderful evening. As do we.
Oh, let me look. Did we post it correctly on Reddit? Let me look.
Marty's crew says, there goes Timey being racy again. She said it was a picture and she has appealed it. And Timber Hill Redbones is making tacos.
So, no. Dezombified. You said, did you post it correctly? No, you didn't. Okay?
All right, so
and I'll tell you why. Okay, here's how you got to do Reddit. All right, it's all in that URL. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post this for you so you can see. So you guys can see how to properly post on Reddit, and it makes your life easy.
Okay. Timey says, you know my question, PANICd, Sean.
What?
I don't know. She says you know it.
I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about.
And Timber Hill Redbone says they posted a video on Reddit. Did it show up? So he's going to do one question of those at a time. And Happy Trail says you're making her life easy. What? How could we dare do that?
Move this so I get tight. Thank you.
I didn't touch it. He says move it as he's moving it for himself. That's kind of hilarious. Yes, a Reddit tutorial just joined and messing up posts. So they are very excited that you're going to show this.
Okay. All right, so Red Boone.
Bye, Timey.
Red Boone Coonhounds did theirs correctly. Okay. All right.
And Timey's, hers is right too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes.
So if you make a post and it
Yes, Timey.
doesn't show up that thumbnail, all right. What you want to post is, let's see if I could bring up this one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So basically, there's two different links to a video. All right. You got the link up here that converts, basically, where it says watch V, question mark V equals. This number right here is the number that is associated with that video. That's the video ID. When you go to post to Reddit, what you want to do is you want to go to the share and get this U2, the YouTube.
U2.be.
Yeah, the u2.be link. Okay. And then when you go to post over here, you click on link, you put that link in, and it should give you the title. If that title pops up right here, you're good to go. If you post that other one, if you see what the problem was with that, where'd that go? Yeah. Okay. See the problem with that link? It has this extra and t equals. That means started at 1 second. This messes that link up in Reddit. Reddit doesn't know what that is. So it can't go out and query the link and bring that title up. So if that title comes up and you hit post, it's going to show the thumbnail. You might have to reboot, but we'll show the thumbnail. Okay? So if the title pops up, and that's the way that you could do it, was by getting a share one, then it's going to query. But the thing is that's interesting is when you go to bring this up, okay, on YouTube, look at that. It converted it back. But this link, for some reason, some social media places don't recognize that format. It's the other format. Okay? Does that make sense? You saw where I got that? That was under the share. This link right here. And you can hit copy here if you want. That'll make things a little bit easier.
Desmond Donner says, thank you guys. That was my problem.
Yep. That's exactly what's happening is the social media platform of Reddit is not recognizing that. But if that title pops up, you're good to go. And I would just use the other one anyways because that's the link that YouTube is saying use this to share it. So it does something in the background to convert it over and there you have it.
So Cliff Reiser says that he knows that orthopedics that post surgeries often get flagged for blood.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what Timey's issue was. Maybe it was blood. And I said, do they win in an appeal? Because how can you show a surgery with no blood?
I don't know. I can imagine an autopsy video. Oh, jeez.
Well, usually an autopsy video, well...
Was there another question? What was Timey's question? Because I don't know what she's talking about.
I'm not sure. I think maybe it was that she posted right or not.
Oh, okay.
She's feeding her animals right now, but she's on her phone, so yeah. All right. Anything else for the?
So you guys do know how to upvote, right? All right. So part of the community, you go in here and make sure you upvote people. It helps. That's actually when you upvote and you do that. That's sending that signal back to YouTube saying that is popular. Oops. Since I posted it. Oh, and don't upvote yourself. You're actually, if you do that, you downvote it. So.
Ooh, that's a good important piece of information there.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Anything else?
No. Unless there's questions, we're going to call it a night and go get some dinner.
All right. Well, thank you all for stopping by tonight. And hope to see you again sometime soon.
Well, we're going live Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, so sooner than normal.
Yes. We covered that.
I know.
I wasn't paying attention to you. That happens a lot.
Yeah, it does. And sometimes you pick up on my stuff and sometimes you don't. Sean Timey says that it's a Twitch question, but it's not for here. She will ask you later.
Yeah, you keep asking me about Twitch. I don't know Twitch. I don't do Twitch yet. I haven't got there, but holy cow, it's bottle caps.
Bottle caps? Wow. Hey, bottle caps. Just as we were getting ready to go, you stopped by and say hi. How are you?
Oh, wait. Maybe she's asking about streaming from her thing to Twitch, but okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's her messed up stuff. I think I know. I think I know what she's talking about.
Bottle caps, I have some recipe stuff coming out this week.
Yeah, but it's not lemon meringue, sorry.
No, it's not, actually. I'm going to be doing raspberry stuff. So long as they have good raspberries at the store tomorrow. And actually, if I do what I want to do, I will actually be doing one of Elizabeth Montgomery's recipes as well. And Elizabeth Montgomery played Lizzie Borden in one of the original Lizzie Borden movies.
All right, so coming out this week. All right, so Tuesday we're going to have Ghost Stories and Folklore, Holiday Sign. Wednesday, we're not going to have a video on Wednesday. Thursday morning, we will have your recipe video.
That we are going
that we're
to
going to do a collab with Happy Trails Hiking.
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we are going to do the Behind the Haunting. Friday will be our location video, and we'll cover the history, which is pretty cool history about the Hollywood sign.
Yes, I didn't go into the history of the mountain and all the buildings and things, you know.
Well, I know who made the mountain and put it there.
Well, there was some, clearing of parts of it and putting in the antenna, and I didn't put in any of that stuff. I stuck mainly with the sign itself.
Okay, so that's Friday, and then we're live again Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what the topic's going to be, but we'll figure it out.
That's
or
right.
We'll ask you guys. Join the Facebook group.
There you go. Show us what you want.
All right. Hey, we want to thank you all for coming and joining in tonight and playing with us and having some fun.
Yeah.
And
don't go watch that movie.
No, go watch the movie. We really bashed that movie.
I really did bash that movie. I just didn't like it.
All right, folks. Hey, until next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting. Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from PANICdVideos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting.